Okay, so hey guys, I'm going to do a trade review on the 10th of September. So for this day, right, I did two trades, and it was a total loss of $85. But the thing is, I'll say it's it's a progress for me, okay, because like I was trading entirely based on price action, okay. So I decided to take two trades because I'm thinking that, okay, because it was my rest day, and then I'm thinking that I'm seeing a very good chance here, okay. So I decided to take the trade. I decided to take a second trade because my rules is if I lose 1%, I'll stop trading, okay. But I decided to use the other second percent, which is my next rest day is Friday, but Friday I'm probably not going to trade, okay, CPI week. So I'm thinking that I'm going to use that 1% on this day, okay. But too bad the trades didn't pay now, okay. But I'm going to do a trade review only here, okay. But the thing is, you can see this is the demo account, okay. I did shorted here, and I did went long back. I bought back right here, okay. So basically it was quite a good day. So it was this was the demo account, okay. It stopped me up prematurely, okay. I did went short around here, okay. My stop loss was right above here, okay. My stop loss was right above here, but 10:50 a.m. it just wick up it and stops me up, okay. So and it reached totally to where I wanted to see price, okay. So initially, right, during the CPI, you can see price march up like that. Then this got my attention. I was looking at it as a buy side already, but actually we did a shallow run here, and it was enough. Why is it enough? Because on the daily chart or even the weekly chart, okay, you can see that Friday we did a week like that. Then Monday is the Monday daily candle, we went up. Tuesday we went up and cleared out this old daily high already, okay. And then this is the Wednesday candle, almost reaching here, but then retrace down. But now you can see that even though price go to reach lower, it doesn't really affect my, okay. Let's say the low is 23789.25, okay, 23789.25. And I was seeing where this sell side, right, because it's way too clean, and even though price want to move higher, right, I would want to see this sell side get raided. That was during my pre-market analysis, okay. And you can see what price did. It was ugly, but for me it's like I was thinking, okay, it can move lower during the lunch session or PM session, and it did, okay, because I was planning to hold this trade, okay. That was my initial plan. And it's a really funny thing that, you know, I just got comfortable losing. For me, how I accept the loss easily is when I anticipated the outcome, like, oh, what if I lose? So what if I lose, and then if the outcome is okay, is acceptable for me, then I'll just accept the loss. Like me, I lost the second trade. I switched to demo and I traded it, you know, but I dozed off also because, you know, it's completely high resistance, okay, and I was tired already. And then you can see that I just didn't feel guilty or whatever, okay. It's like I know that I'm trading based on price action. There's no emotions involved, okay. And after the second trade is lost, I straight away stop trading, okay. So right here, this was the sell side I was aiming for, and we did reach at 1:15, and there I will have closed my trade, okay. So this trade has a lot of high time frame, okay. So my high time context was, you can see this is the 15 minutes CB, okay. Let's just take this out You can see 15 minutes CB, I drew out a fib, and this is the 15 minutes CBCE. You can see majority of the bodies are whole or are below the CBCE, though we have one or two that protrude out. So this higher body completely raids out all this. Okay, it's a higher body made. Okay, not just wicks. So it completely raids out all the bisects. Okay, so during CPI wicks, ICT like to say the chart is not so, the PDO is not so precise. Okay, which means you can see bodies close above it, but at the end, the 75%, the upper 25%, okay, held price. Okay, it held it nicely. Okay, now down to a 5-minute chart is also the same thing. So I was basically watching the 15-minute chart and 5-minute chart. Okay, so 5-minute chart right here, you can see this is the 5-minute CB, and you can see the bodies also did come out a bit, but you can see majority of the bodies are staying in the lower portion. The lower portion, okay, is staying right here. Majority of the bodies are staying right here. Okay, that is what you want to see if price is going to go lower. Okay, so these are determined as, okay, a long-term high later on. Then I decided to trade my second trade. Okay, then why? Because bodies, basically this gave me the idea that, okay, price will move lower. Initially I thought price will move higher, but this made me switch the idea. Okay, why? I'm repeating already, buy sides is already completely rated. Okay, buy side is completely rated here already. You see this shallow run up is more than enough already. Okay, why? Because CPI, right, when price generally just fly up like that, people will not want to short. Okay, people are more likely to go long. Okay, so price did a very short measure. Okay, when it formed a high, okay, then maybe people will short it, but it did this relatively equal high here. Okay, this relatively equal high. It was a buy side, and we raided it with this candle. We raided it, and then we moved lower, all the way lower. Okay, then this is the 9:30 a.m. we shot all the way lower. Okay, we shot all the way lower, then we trace back up to a discount, a premium, sorry. Okay, premium. So this, now I pull up the premium, but basically when I was trading, I was just eyeballing it. Okay, but you can see where is the premium already. This CB right here, and it's doing what? It keeps on holding price. After price has retraced in the premium, it keeps on holding price some more. Okay, so that is why I wanted to see lower price, because I like to see this kind of movement. Okay, because generally if a CB is holding price, but we keep on raiding buy sides, okay, buy sides raided. Okay, why this is my last line of defense is basically a rejection block, and my stop loss was right above here. Okay, right above here, but you know, I'll stop out. Okay, because now I'm thinking, okay, what could have done better is, when price is like that, just wait for maybe 10-50 AM macro or something. Okay, because when price did this kind of movement, you see it just takes out the sell side here. Okay, I was watching this also. You can see price take out this sell side. So when price take out this sell side, it will want to do what? It will want to go up for buy side. Okay, so where is the buy side? When price is like in this really close range, right, actually you can anticipate this buy side to be raided and used to send price lower. So these buys, you can see buy sides raided here, but it did not respect this rejection block. In fact, it pierced through it, touches the 75% of the 5-minute. Okay, this line here. Okay, this is the wicks, the 1-minute wick CE. Okay, but we did touch it also. But basically, it was being, I was only watching the 5-minute CB and 15-minute CB. Okay, so this was the 75%. Okay, but never mind, just watch this 1-minute chart. Right here is the 75% also. So initially I could have taken a trade like that. Okay, maybe putting a stop loss right here. It would be a 13.5 handle stop loss, a very modest risk. Okay, so I could have taken, it would be like that. So what I think I could have done better is like wait for that stop rate. Okay, wait for this rate to get rated and then short like that. Maybe put around a 13.5 to 15 handle stop loss and ride it all the way down to here. 93 handles. Okay, this trade probably has to be held until PM session. So I would have taken profit at here. Okay, so that trade, if I took that trade, okay, truth to be told, right, after price did like that, I did wanted to enter again. Okay, but rules is rules, right? I said second trade is my last trade, means last trade. Okay, so initially I did want to trade based on like that. Why? Because it's high resistance. Okay, and yeah, I was trying to anticipate, okay, this high to be safe, this high is going to be kept safe. Okay, but no, it just didn't work out. Initially my plan was I want to trade based on like this CB. Okay, but generally my trade was all okay. Okay, because I was trading as close as possible to the CE, not just the 1-minute CB, this 5-minute CB. I was trading very close to it. Okay, so now I'm going to just pull out the prove the fact that I traded it. Okay. So I'm not afraid of showing that I lose money, because to me, like, losing money is part of the process. Okay. Okay. Okay, nothing is wrong. All is perfect. Okay, so initially I was thinking I want to see price move up to this buy side. Okay, let's say initially I was thinking price want to move up all the way back to here. Okay, but later on when price started consolidating here, I don't believe it's going to do that again, because price is consolidating right here. Okay, so the thing is this, I bought here, I'll stop out right here. So you can see pre-market lows was rated, then I bought right here. Yeah. Okay, then down to the 1-minute chart. So basically I was trusting this when I buy it, because I was seeing this as the order block and the whole consolidation, and we got above this sell side. So my stop loss was right below the pre-market low. Okay, but we wick down lower during 9:50 AM macro. We wick down lower. Okay, and then only started pumping higher. Okay, never mind. Then the second trade was here. So basically I shorted right here. Based on this CB. Okay, I shorted right here, but my whole trading idea was based on this whole breakaway gap. Okay, that was my whole trading idea. So I was seeing, because you can see bodies are staying below that breakaway gap, so my whole trading idea was, okay, I wanted to see this high be safe, and my stop loss was right above it. Okay, so my stop loss was like I was trading like something like that. Okay, something like that. Okay. It was like that. Okay, so this was my stop loss like that. Okay, but then 10:50 a.m. macro we pump up just like what I said, because at this point, right, my sell side is taken, you want to rate buy side. So when price did this, I was really thinking also price want to rate this. Okay, and I was thinking for this rejection block to hold price. It did hold price. It held the bodies. Okay, you can see this week's halfway of it, it held the bodies, kept right below it, but the wicks can always do the damage. Okay, so usually CPI wick and stuff, it's going to be like that. Okay, it just does the extra damage. Okay, so I could wait for this kind of movement sharp up, because I like to see kind of movement. When sharp up, I can just just trade like that. Okay, and my stop loss can be right here or even here. Wow, this is something that I want to grow into. Okay, but yeah, you can see why maybe you can trust it here, because if you don't want to see this, we already pierced through the 75%, the upper quadrant, and we close below. That means we open here, we zoom, close below. Okay, then you can see the CE of it wasn't even touched. You can see, and then zoom, break lower again. So for all these kind of trades, right, you have to trade based on high time frame. Okay, so definitely my stop loss will be right here like that, and I will just ride it as long as this breakaway gap lower portion holds price on the 5-minute chart. Can you see this 5-minute chart? I will just ride it all the way down. Where's the lowest hanging fruit to me is here. Okay, I will just ride it all the way down like that. Okay, so that would be that trade. So it is what it is. A loss is a loss, but to me it doesn't really affect me. Okay, because I was trading based on logic, and I would say this is also progress. Okay, because if it really happen, I am definitely going to ride it all the way down here and not going to move my stop loss. Okay, because it's this kind of condition. But to me also, why I was really I was having a strong conviction with my the sell side. Okay, because if price were to go higher, okay, I just don't believe that price will lift this clean. Okay, because if price were to move higher, right, even though it move higher to here, which is the weekly O high, my opinion is it definitely wants to sweep out this first. Okay, it will not lift this kind of low so clean. Okay, so that's my opinion, and it happened, but it happened without me being in it. So be it. So this is trading, we are going to lose sometimes. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this trade review. See you guys in the next one.